comedian Dave Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. Fucking hell. The Boyle is about to get real busy. So the wonderful Jess O'Reilly, who's been helping me out with all my recent content, she's going overseas. She's going to fucking Coachella. She's taking a break from packaging my fucking wisdom, and she's going to Coachella. Like she's fucking 19. No, she's been planning it for ages. She's going to Coachella, then she's going somewhere else. She's going to be away for like 4 or 5 weeks. And I'm going to have to start uploading and fucking doing thumbnails and shit. Thumbnails. I still don't even know what a thumbnail is. But she walked me through the whole thing today. Just the shit with the newsletter, adding buttons to the newsletter. Buttons. Adding a button. That's like, I would rather not have a comedy career than fucking add a button to a newsletter. I can tell you that right now. A button. That's what she was like. She was like, this is how you add the button. As soon as she said add button, I was like, fucking, I'm going back into the cranes. Fuck this. But she walked me through the whole thing. And for a normal person, they'd be like, oh yeah, sweet. That's an extra maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours work. I'm telling you, for me, that's like an extra 3 days work. Just sitting there with her fucking walking me through this shit, anxiety just was rippling through my body. I couldn't even think starting this podcast today. I was just sitting here going, oh my fucking God, I have to add a button. I've forgotten how to add the fucking button too already. So the fucking idea of adding a button now is giving me like fucking heart palpitations. And my old self would be like, no, I'm not even going to fucking do that. I don't know how to add a button. Fuck it. I'm out. And I just wouldn't release it, but I have to fucking do it now. It's time to mature. This is another level. And Jess, don't worry. I know Jess is listening. Don't worry. I'm going to do all the shit. I'm just processing. I'm just processing things, all right? You don't worry about fucking me adding buttons. You just go to Coachella, do some ketamine, buy a glow stick. I don't know, whatever the fuck they do out there. Enjoy yourself. I'll be sitting here for hours and hours upon end trying to work out this fucking button. It's one of those things that just automatically fucking gives me like, it's not even anxiety. It's just like, I don't know what to do. It's just shutting down. I just shut down. Just complete shutdown. All systems off. Computer is shutting down, and go to something that gives you a little bit of comfort. So for the last hour, I've just been scrolling through my phone, just fucking trying to avoid thinking. It's the same feeling I get if I have to fill out a form or I have to apply for something. It's just like, I'm not doing it. But it's time to overcome that bullshit. It's fucking... Oh my God. Once I start doing it, I know it's going to be all right. But fucking right now, I'm not overly fucking excited. But don't worry, it'll all be still coming. The Patreon potty, the fucking newsletter, all the social media posts that I've been doing. It's all still coming. It's just going to have a little fucking twist of retard to it. A little Boyle retardation on top of everything. Anyway, I legitimately feel better now. I was feeling real fucking overwhelmed a few minutes ago, but now I'm ready to roll. All right. What is it? It's time for Boyle Breaks History. This week's Boyle Breaks History, I was just listening to a podcast while I was at the gym today, pumping some fucking iron. I was listening to Donald Hoffman, the scientist that is out there trying to fucking overturn the fucking scientific dogma that space-time is fundamental. That basically means that, like, what you see is real. That the matter, like the things, come first. He believes that consciousness is fundamental. And we create everything we see. We just render it as we go. There's a bit more to it than that. Obviously, if I had a little bit more time on this podcast, I could go into the detailed mathematics of it all, but yeah, you get the gist. Look him up, Donald Hoffman. He's fucking the coolest cunt. I bet you he would like that endorsement. Boyle said, I'm a cool cunt. You are, Hoff. You are. Anyway, today when I was fucking doing my 12 kilogram shoulder presses, he started talking about the Planck constant, which is the smallest possible length. It's the tiniest fucking shit you can possibly measure. So the Planck constant is 6.626070015 times 10 to the negative 34 JHZ minus 1, which is joules to hertz. So I guess they're measuring it in sound or whatever. Anyway, that's where my fucking knowledge breaks down. So why the Planck constant is interesting is because you can't measure anything below the Planck constant. This is the smallest possible measurement because with our current quantum fucking physics bullshit, I'm just wiping out physics. I'm wiping it out. It's all consciousness, cunts. But with our current fucking physics, everything breaks down after that length. So what happens is, as you take smaller and smaller measurements, you need more and more energy. So if you're looking at a polar bear, you just need your eyes. You just need to open your eyes. Just open your eyes, cunt. And then if you're looking at like a rabbit, you need to like squint a little bit. So you need to zoom in, takes a little bit more energy. And then if you're looking at an ant, you really need to squint, or you need a magnifying glass and you need to like bend over and get real close to it to see it properly. So it takes even more energy. And then if you're looking at something like the fucking COVID-19 virus, if it's even real, but if you were trying to look at a virus, you would need a microscope. You would need to fucking build a fucking microscope, get a fucking laboratory. You have to press your eye up against it. It's a lot of work. And then if you want to look at something smaller, you've got to fucking start building shit. Magnetic fucking shit with fucking this and turn on the switch. So to see smaller and smaller things, it takes more and more energy. So what happens is you reach the Planck constant is the amount of energy you would need to see smaller than the Planck would cause a black hole. So the condensed energy you would need to see past the Planck would cause a black hole where the fucking thing you're trying to look at exists. And I guess you just get sucked into it. And plus, I'm just making this up now. I think I heard it once on a podcast. The amount of energy you would need to use to see something that small is more energy than is in the entire universe. Totally made that up, but it fucking sounds pretty true. And I think I maybe did kind of hear it somewhere. Either way, who are you cunts going to be telling anyway? Just some drunks at a fucking party or something. Some cunt at a bar. Just say that. They're not going to listen to you unless you fucking jazz it up with some shit like that. That's fucking spicy, baby. Anyway, so fundamentally, reality doesn't exist past that point. And Hoffy reckons that's a pretty fucking limited bandwidth. He's like, it's very, very small, but he's like, for that to be the end, it's fucking not very impressive. It's not that small. He's like, if it was times 10 to the negative 3,500 or 400, he's like, yeah, I could believe that. But he's like, yeah, to the negative 34, please. Consciousness is fundamental. Go look up Donald Hoffman. Anyway, that's the Planck length. I hope you fucking enjoyed it. It's a little bit of fucking fun facts for you to tell some cunt that's not even listening at a bar next time you're out. Anyway, that'll do for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around, and I'll see you the fuck later.